Hello everyone and welcome back, hope you're having a great day and we're all doing well. So a few days ago I uploaded a video giving you my top 5 defenders in Rainbow Six Siege as of Operation Heavy Metal, and in this video I'm going to give you my top 5 attackers. Now right now I want everyone to go in the comment section and tell me your top 5 attackers as well as your platform and the rank you are currently playing at. Now to preface, this video is being made after the mid-season patch, so operators such as Yana have lost her nades, Finka and Gridlock have received nades, and there's also other balancing changes as well. You can check it out, I made an entire video about the patch notes. However, that is just to help you understand in which the current point in time these operators are being listed. And as well as this, if you do go on to enjoy this video, consider dropping it a like and maybe even subscribing, since we're trying to hit 100k by the end of the year and I need all the support I can get. And without further ado, let's get into this list. Now I personally quite struggled to put this list together, however at the number 5 spot I have put Finka. If you asked me earlier in this season, or sort of for the past year since the LMG meta died down, I definitely wouldn't have put Finka in this list. However, with the most recent mid-season patch given Finka nades, it has really pushed her back up into the meta again, and since she is the only healing operator on the attacking team, the incentive of nades has made people play her more now, and in turn her gadget is getting more use, and just proving how helpful it truly is to have a Finka on the team. Finka's gadget will instantly revive any of your teammates who are in the down 1 or out state, regardless of where they are in the map. When Finka activates her boost, every single attacker on the team will receive a health boost, and it will also revive injured teammates. But a big thing Finka does as well is she cancels out a lot of effects. For example, if you've been concussed by Echo, you've hit Ella's Gersmont mines, you've pulled yourself out of a Frost mat and got the new debuff effect, again that's an entire new rework which came to Frost, but a boost from Finka will cancel the effects for every single attacker in which these gadgets cause. Even some of the new defenders such as Fenrir, if you use a Finka boost whilst in the effect of Fenrir's Dread Mine, it won't fully cancel the effect, but it will increase the duration of your visibility in the Dread Mine, giving you a little advantage. So with the mixture of these effects in which these defenders can cause to the attackers, the fact that she is the only healer on attack, and as well as the fact that she now has frag grenades, Finka has been pushed back into the meta, and there is probably never going to be a downside to bringing a Finka on your team. So at the number 4 spot, and a lot of people might be surprised about this, but I have put Yana. Now, I'm sure a lot of people look at Yana now and just see her as a shell as her former self because she no longer has frag grenades. I don't think that's the case. I don't think operators need frag grenades to be successful. I know I just talked about Finka sort of coming back in the meta because she has frags, but I feel like ops such as Yana losing them doesn't change the fact that she's still a very valuable operator. Her gadget is still an infinite drone. Gaining intel in this game, especially as an attacker, is a very important thing. Especially with operators such as Mute, Solus and Mozzie slowing down attackers' drones, having an attacker which can basically bring a replenishing infinite drone as long as she is alive is still very strong. She still has a very strong loadout despite losing the nades. I know a lot of the clips in the background may show her with nades, but she doesn't have them anymore. But her nades were replaced with flash grenades, and honestly, thinking of her gadget, flash grenades make so much more sense. Let's say you're a solo Yana and you drone yourself into the room using your gadget. You see that someone is sitting in the corner, so you hop off your hologram, you flash the room, and then you go and swing them. Her 2 primary weapons are still extremely strong, and she now has the Gun 6 back into her arsenal. She lost it a while ago, but now she has it returned, which means that she can clear utility such as deployable shields or bulletproof cameras and any other bulletproof item as well. So Yana is still a very viable pick. A lot of people just used her as a crutch because she had nades. She's still a very great intel gathering attacker, a very strong entry fragging attacker since she has a great loadout, and overall is just a very strong operator. Although grenades help, it doesn't make the operator. They can still be great without it. So yeah, if you think Yana is useless now that she no longer has nades, then I'm sorry to tell you, but you've never been playing Yana correctly to begin with. And at the number 3 spot, I have put Thatcher. Now, if we're going to be honest, Thatcher should be number 1. However, I believe that just because how banned he is, I have to knock him down a few pegs, purely because he doesn't get the amount of playtime in which he should, and that is because he's banned so much. Thatcher counters pretty much every electronic gadget in this game. There's pretty much only a handful of defenders operators he doesn't counter. That's like Frost's Mats, Legion's Goo Mines now, because they've been changed to mechanical instead of electronic. I honestly can't even think of any other operators he doesn't even counter, like ops such as Warden. He can't even use his glasses when he's disabled by Thatcher. Thatcher literally counters everyone. I just think because he's banned so much, it wouldn't be fair for me to put him in the #1 spot, because the other operators I've put above him are very versatile and also very strong, but Thatcher is literally the counter to pretty much every defender on the defensive team, so him not being in this list wouldn't make sense. And listen, I understand it makes sense that Thatcher is banned so much. Even after the introduction of secondary EMP impact nades, Thatcher is still the most banned attacker on both platforms. It's because he counters so many defenders with relative ease, and it doesn't take much effort to do. Thatcher is basically the big middle finger operator that the attacking team has. I'd say his defensive counterpart is probably Mute, since he can cancel most of the attacker's gadgets as well. So yeah, Thatcher is an absolutely incredible strong operator. He is a key operator in the lineup of any attack in this game. But just because he's been banned so much that you're starting to see the game sort of mold around him instead of with him, I don't think it would be fair to put him in the #1 spot. And so moving into the #2 spot, I have Ace. Ace is just the best hard breacher in the game. He's got an incredible weapon. The AK-12 is honestly the best weapon in the game, if we're going to be honest, for most people. If you need to open a wall, you bring in Ace. If you want to do it from safety, you bring in Ace. If there's a double wall, Bandit doesn't have enough time to trick both walls if you bring in Ace. Ace pretty much beats Hibana and Thermite when it comes to hard breaching. The only thing in which Ace falls flat at is open up hatches, but since the addition of the secondary hard breach charge in which other attacking operators can bring, Ace doesn't typically ever have to worry about hatches, since one of the other attackers, which could be Monty for example, can open that hatch for him. If we're going to be honest, Ace is the most versatile hard breacher, and again, he's a very easy hard breacher to use. He's safer than Hibana and Thermite are. He's faster than Hibana and Thermite are. And if you ask anyone, they probably tell you that his primary weapon is also better than Thermite and Hibana's. Ace just brings so much to the table for the attacking team, as well as providing a comfortable fragging operator for anyone who wants to use his weapon. I honestly think if Ace was to ever be dethroned, it would be because he gets a significant nerf, maybe even losing a Selma charge. But honestly, it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. But with the introduction of Ace, I honestly can't think it will ever get another hard breaching operator again. I can't imagine what they would do with it. But if they are thinking of releasing another hard breacher in this game, then they're going to have to really put their thoughts behind it, because if they're not as good as Ace, that new hard breacher is simply not going to be used. So yeah, in his current state, he's the easiest, most versatile, safest, and if you want to be honest, probably most fun hard breaching operator to play. Right, in the #1 spot, I have put Dokkaebi. Dokkaebi in her current state is just absolutely overpowered. Dokkaebi can literally do so many roles, it's unbelievable when you think about it. So for starters, her primary weapon is a DMR. Very strong weapons. DMRs are severely slept on in this game. Anyone with a good trigger finger can slam people with DMRs, and it's personally my favorite weapon in the game. She also has the option of the Gun 6, meaning that she can clear utility. That's another role available for her. On top of this, you can also bring a secondary impact EMP nade, meaning that you can disable utility. You can assist a hard breacher in opening a wall by disabling mute jammers, bandit batteries, electric claws. Anything Thatcher can disable with his EMPs, a secondary EMP can do it as well. Of course, for shorter radius and a shorter time. But again, that's another role filled. She's good at roam clearing as well, because calling the enemy's phones will give away their positions, pushing people out of certain positions, as well as giving them away, allowing the attackers to take them out. She's also great at gathering intel, because once you eliminate an enemy defender, they will drop their phone, and then Dokkaebi can then hack their phones and gain access to every single camera on a defensive team, and give access to these cameras to the rest of her attacking team as well. And that's not even the end of it. When you do a call onto the defensive team, that knocks everyone, including dead defenders who are on cameras, meaning that they can't access it for a certain period of time. So let's say your teammate goes for a plan, the enemy team have an Echo drone in the corner waiting to stop the plan, but then Dokkaebi does a phone call and it kicks Echo off his camera, and the attacker will then have enough time to plan before Echo can get access again. Another example is, let's say a dead defender is on a camera supporting a defender who is alive, Dokkaebi does a phone call, it kicks that defender off the camera, they can no longer assist their teammate, Dokkaebi Dokkaebi can then get past the camera and take the person out, taking them by surprise. Her being able to do all of that on top of hacking defenders' phones to gain access to their cameras, helping to clear utilities such as bandit charges, electric claws, mute jammers, any other electronic unit as well, also clearing other utilities such as shields, bulletproof cameras, any other bulletproof item with the gun 6, and having a primary weapon which packs a punch. There is no downside to playing Dokkaebi. She covers literally so many roles, and in her current state is a one-man army, and I'm so surprised she didn't get a nerf in the most recent patch. Dokkaebi is literally the best attacker in the game right now. A lot of people are sleeping on her. Pro League aren't. Pro League are literally showcasing how good Dokkaebi is. I made a tweet talking about how strong she truly is, and a lot of people sort of disagreed with me. The people who did agree with me were pro players such as Leon Gids and Spoit. So if you're one of those people watching right now who don't think Dokkaebi is strong, next match, bring a Dokkaebi, do all the things I'm telling you she can do, and you'll notice a difference. Trust me. And so everyone, those are my personal top 5 attackers in Operation Heavy Metal as of the mid-season patch. Be sure to let me your thoughts in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with me, and who are your top 5 attackers? Be sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy, dislike it if you did not, subscribe if you're new. I shall catch you later. I love you all, stay safe, peace.